Tell me a modern state that was not found on the basis of violence. You'd be hard-pressed. Modern France, founded by the French Revolution, there was violence. Modern Germany, between the Weimar Republic and Nazi Germany into West Germany's Germany. North and South Korea, North and South Vietnam, China.
China's a
Mao
prime
Zedong,
example.
The Great Leap Forward. 20-30 million people died. They refer to it as the Great Leap Forward. I'm not justifying the violence, but violence is baked into the idea of the modern state. Look at America, the world's hegemon. The manifest destiny spreading westwards. You don't think there was violence involved? The Civil War.
There's something to be said, yes, about the mismanagement at the time that led to a lot of wanton violence, that led to literal roving, marauding gangs of sectarian killers. All of those things are real. None of those things are good. God forbid we ever have to go through them. Yes, in Karachi we grew up with it. They were like bomb blasts and target killings. That's not the same as a literal breakdown of law and order all around you. This is not to romanticize that in the sense that what happened in terms of violence was good, but it is to say that a lot of people willingly undertook that, engaged in that journey to come here, risked it all, and a very large number of them did not regret it. A lot of the cynicism that you see in Muhajir communities in Karachi now is something that has welled up in the last 10, 15, 20 years. But by and large, if you go to any Urdu-speaking Memon majority area of Karachi, they're not sitting there in existential regret for ever having come to this country. That's not the overwhelming sentiment. And it's one thing to be said, you guys did well, you're coming from privilege, go to a lower middle class neighborhood. The overwhelming majority is not telling you that, oh, we regretted coming here. Instead, it's the opposite. Us migrating for the sake of this place is a sense of pride. We don't live up to that sacrifice that our forefathers did. It is still something that we harken back to and say that we would like to live up to their standard and then maybe make something of this.
There's a degree of mythologization of an ideal that happened way in the past. The past always lends credence and legitimacy to an ideal. I don't know if you ever even live up to some platonic ideal of what Pakistan should be, but Pakistan is just the secular modern terminology for an idea that has preceded even these new national boundaries. You can argue that this started from the time of Bin Qasim. You can argue that the Mughals embodied this ideal. You can argue that the Delhi Sultanate embodied these ideals, right? The idea that this one particular thing was a mistake because it caused a lot of violence, sweetheart, you're missing the forest from the trees. Violence, some degree of chaos, has always been the foundation of imperial expansion. If you want to make the argument, the more Julius Evola quoted, like, we live in the Kali Yuga and all of this is a mistake, and the idea of the modern state is a bastardization in of itself. I'm sympathetic to that idea.